The Genes of Wrath, Redemption. Episode 1. Frozen Eden, a sci-fi podcast, written by Greg Mandanis. Episode 1. As we embark on this immersive storytelling experience, the talented team at Playwright invites you to join us on a journey unlike any other. Renowned screenwriting instructor and visionary behind Disney's The Simpsons pipeline, Mike Disa shares his insight into the art of crafting compelling narratives. Let his words resonate as we dive into a world where imagination knows no bounds.
For very little time, a professional or amateur writer who has already created a screenplay can come into the Playwright environment and, by answering a few questions and interacting in a general and positive way with the AI software, will very quickly, in one session, end up with a professional recorded podcast that can then be posted to Spotify.
And now, experience the Genes of Wrath, Redemption, created in Playwright. In the war-torn landscape of Iraq, under a frozen night sky, the Tigris River glistens like a delicate ribbon of glass, reflecting the shattered remnants of mosque domes and high-rises that pierce the icy terrain like jagged teeth. A haunting aurora dances eerily across the heavens. As we are transported to Iraq, the once vibrant Garden of Eden now stands in stark contrast to its former glory in the year 2044. Amidst the desolation, a young man named Lamb navigates the desolate wasteland with an air of resilience. His pallid complexion and vigilant gaze betray the harsh realities he has witnessed. Clad in army fatigues adorned with a skewed press badge bearing the emblem of the Milky Way, news service of the rulers, Lamb carries himself with a sense of purpose. A field recorder swings from his neck, while a battered holocam thuds against his chest. With a solemn reverence, Lamb pauses by a rifle buried under a blanket of snow, capturing the haunting scene through his lens. In a moment of contemplation, he raises the recorder, ready to document the untold stories that linger in the icy silence. This is Lamb, the Milky Way, reporting from Eden's grave. As the echoes of victory resound through the land, the aura of peace envelops the once turbulent realm. The unwavering stewardship of the rulers has prevailed, ensuring a future free from strife and conflict. With a sense of profound weightiness settling upon him, Lamb lowers the recorder, his throat constricting with unspoken emotions. All I see is silence. The mournful wail of the wind weaves through the skeletal remains of steel rebar, creating an eerie symphony of desolation. Nearby, a hollow church shell stands as a somber testament to a bygone era, its once vibrant stained glass windows now reduced to scattered halo shards that shimmer in the faint light, echoing a haunting whisper of the past.
Because you are meant to change everything.
Startled, Lamb swiftly pivots, the beam of his flashlight slicing through the frost-filled air. A whirlwind of snow and ash dances around him, obscuring his surroundings. Emerging from the swirling drift are the ethereal figures of the matriarch spirits, luminous women draped in robes of light, their countenances bearing the weight of ages marked by both sorrow and compassion. Their voices intertwine in a harmonious chorus of whispers, carrying the wisdom of generations on their breath. Standing at the heart of this spectral assembly is Patnia, the revered serpent goddess and leader of the Mothers Against Wars. Radiating regal warmth, she holds a staff entwined with shimmering silver serpents, symbolizing both power and protection.
Lamb, you were cloned to serve the rulers. You were never meant to be bound by their chains. Your destiny is to soar beyond their grasp.
Resonates the voice of Patnia, her words cutting through the air with a sense of liberation. Feeling a surge of conflicting emotions, Lamb anchors himself, his ingrained indoctrination sparking within him like a dormant flame reigniting. I serve President War Nation. The 10 rulers. The words order, purity, dominion hang in the air like an unyielding decree, a stark reminder of the forces that seek to control and dictate the course of existence.
And yet you rehearse your lines to no one.
In a moment of pause, a tranquil beat fills the space as the ethereal presence of the spirits envelops the surroundings, infusing the air with a gentle warmth that causes the frost to gradually recede from a nearby vine, symbolizing a subtle shift in the balance of power. What do you want from me?
Only truth and the courage to follow your own path.
The whisper of Patnia lingers in the air, a gentle reminder of the inner strength needed to embrace one's true purpose. In the distance, a faint metallic thunder reverberates across the desolate ruins, underscoring the harsh reality of the world they inhabit. Continuing their journey through the frozen wasteland, Lamb and the spirits ascend a ridge, their eyes beholding a haunting sight below. Baghdad lies entombed in ice, its once bustling streets now frozen in time. The skeletal bridges stretch like ribs across the icy landscape, while the convergence of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers meanders towards a distant horizon, shrouded in ash and despair.
Your masters call this stewardship. We refer to it as a wound.
The spirits intone solemnly, their voices carrying a weight of collective sorrow and acknowledgement of the deep scars etched into the land.
The rebels poisoned air and water. We had no choice but to respond.
They told you the rebels poisoned the world. Did they reveal to you the ones who traded our forests for greed, who ignited the heavens in pursuit of profit?
Patnia's inquiry hangs heavy in the air, probing the depths of Lamb's knowledge and conscience. Feeling the weight of their questions, Lamb swallows hard, his attempt to respond swallowed by the howling wind that carries away his words.
You aren't evil, Lamb. You belong to them, but you are not truly of them. There lies a distinction.
The spirit's gentle yet profound revelation resonates with a sense of clarity. A soft, ethereal glow begins to pulse across the snow-covered landscape, distinct from the distant aurora borealis, hinting at a presence much closer and more enigmatic.
Come and see.
Through Lamb's perspective, captured on the holocam feed, the matriarch spirits manifest as enigmatic lens flares and surreal refractions, their presence defying conventional interpretation. The intricate patterns of Patnia's staff appear as a complex ribbon of code that eludes the camera's understanding, leaving Lamb unsettled by the inexplicable phenomena. As Lamb lowers the cam, his senses still reeling, the scene transitions to a snow-covered field, punctuated by a gaping bomb crater. In a moment of eerie tranquility, a living vessel descends from above, its organic form characterized by flowing curves and skin that shimmers like rippling muscle in the light, landing with a resonant thud that echoes like a heartbeat. A ramp extends from the vessel, and two robed women step out. Sister Ariel possesses the hands of a healer and the discipline of a soldier, her gaze unwavering and her breath steady in the face of uncertainty. Sister Rhea exudes a vibrant energy, her impulsiveness tempered by a fearless warmth that radiates from within, illuminating the desolate landscape with her presence.
Patnia, ruler patrols, 4 clicks west.
Hi, Mr. Lamb. You look freezing and confused. Welcome to Thursday.
Walk with us or walk alone. The frost chooses for you if you don't.
Lamb looks down at his ruler's seal stitched over his heart, looks up at the vessel's warm light. He steps toward the ramp, stops.
If I go with you, what does that make me?
A question finally answered.
Wind gusts hard. Lamb climbs aboard.
He picked the brave door.
As the wind gusts fiercely, Lamb gazes down at the insignia of his rulers stitched over his heart, a symbol of the allegiance that has defined his existence. His eyes then lift to meet the gentle glow emanating from the vessel before him, a beacon of warmth amidst the frigid landscape. With a resolute determination, Lamb takes a step towards the waiting ramp, his decision marked by a moment of hesitation. The ramp securely closes behind him, enclosing Lamb within the vessel as it ascends into the silent expanse above. Within the vessel's interior, Lamb finds himself in a spacious airlock, leading to a shimmering corridor that seems to breathe with life. The walls exude a pearlescent sheen, glistening with moisture that dances like living droplets. In a gesture of curiosity and wonder, Lamb reaches out to touch the wall, feeling its surface yield to the warmth of his palm, a sensation that transcends the boundaries of the ordinary and ushers in a new chapter of his journey.
It's alive.
Ships that breathe don't starve their passengers.
You were taught love makes us weak. Here, within these boundless realms, you will discover that it is love that empowers us to transcend all limitations.
Echoes a profound truth that resonates within the depths of Lamb's being, heralding a transformative journey of enlightenment and understanding.
Able to do what?
To tell the truth, even when it breaks us.
From inside the Mothers Against War's vessel's observation bat, a curved window frames Earth, a dead pearl under aurora. The ship arcs sunward.
If Eden is gone, why not let it die?
Death is never the end of a story, only the end of a chapter.
He's a checkers guy, huh?
I like order.
Then you'll like what comes next.
In a gesture of reverence, Rhea directs Lamb's attention towards a second viewport, where the enigmatic planet Venus emerges from the veils of murky clouds, bathed in an unexpectedly soft and mysterious glow.
Venus is acid sky and furnace ground.
Once, yes. We are not prisoners of the past, but pioneers of the future.
Potnia's words carry a sense of liberation, challenging Lamb to embrace the limitless possibilities that lie ahead. Within the chapel-like chamber crafted from the vessel's hull, Lamb stands at the entrance, observing the serene setting, adorned with benches and a tranquil basin of water. 4 enigmatic figures, known as the Mothers Against Wars, MAWs, sit in contemplative silence, their presence imbued with a profound sense of purpose and wisdom. Lamb hesitates, pausing at the threshold as he grapples with the significance of this encounter.
Sit, stand, doubt. We do not seek to take away your inquiries.
Potnia and the MAWs assert, respecting Lamb's autonomy and journey towards understanding. Driven by an unseen force, Lamb finds himself compelled to kneel before the MAWs, a gesture of reverence that transcends conscious understanding, signaling a deeper connection unfolding within him.
Do you know the difference between power and authority, Lamb?
Power is victory. Authority. The entitlement to govern.
The concept of power and governance hangs in the air, its implications echoing through the chambers of the vessel and the hearts of those within.
Authority is the right to serve. Power is a double-edged sword, while authority is the willingness to serve and nurture.
Potnia's words offer a profound distinction between wielding power as a weapon and embodying authority with humility and compassion. As Potnia gestures towards the basin symbolizing authority, Lamb's gaze averts, perhaps grappling with the weight of this profound insight. In the vast expanse of orbit, the vessel navigates through a river of dancing auroras, guiding its course towards a mesmerizing spiral of radiant particles that form a celestial gateway woven from threads of light, beckoning towards an unknown realm of possibilities. The enigmatic wisdom of the Maws hints at the transformative nature of seeking knowledge and enlightenment. As the vessel glides into the radiant spiral gateway, the surroundings shift dramatically as the ocean miraculously parts, revealing a mystical causeway that emerges from the depths. The stone pathway comes to life, pulsating with a subtle heartbeat, guiding the ship to a serene landing with a soft exhalation, marking the beginning of a new chapter in their journey.
Do not be afraid of what you will feel. The world calls Atlantis a myth. Only those who possess an insatiable thirst for truth will uncover its hidden depths.
Entering the gates of Atlantis, a city of bioluminescent towers curved like shells. Water threads sing along walls, gates open, waiting. Portia, an Atlantean priestess, fierce tenderness. A scar along her cheek, She carries a staff capped with a seed crystal.
You brought him.
He brought his questions.
Portia's gaze sweeps over Lamb, taking in his worn fatigues, the emblem of his badge, the recorder that hangs from his neck, and the shadow of doubt that lingers in his eyes.
Do you plan to defend your pride? Or let truth defend you?
I don't need your tests. I have been owned by the most skilled mentors across the galaxy.
Lamb asserts with quiet confidence, alluding to the formidable training that has shaped his abilities and resilience.
And yet, you're here.
She turns and leads them in. Lamb's recorder light is still on. He glances down, startled. He forgot to hit stop. Hall of Currents, a cathedral of water and light. Ribbons of living liquid braid with luminous filaments. At center, a vertical crystal pillar pulsing, seed core of NNGGIS, the Neuro Network Global Genetic Information System. You can feel NNGGIS listening.
Place your hand on the pillar, Rulerson.
Lamb looks to Potnia. She nods. He places his palm. Cloned boys in ranks chanting, order, purity, dominion. Contracts signed over burning forests. Rebels in chains. A flicker of Lamb crowned with ice. Galaxy kneeling, eyes empty. Frozen Iraq. Tigress glass. The child's doll under frost. A veiled world glowing, whispering. Begin again. Lamb rips his hand away, breath shot.
Your machine lies.
It mirrors.
If you hate what you saw, hate the maker.
I do.
The weight of his own words settles heavily upon Lamb as the admission lingers in the air, resonating with a profound truth that demands introspection and accountability.
There's a faith that serves power, a belief system that is rooted in serving love and compassion.
The rulers use those words too.
Words aren't holy. Lives are.
A small child peeks from Portia's robe, gaunt, curious. Portia crouches, hands him a steaming cup. The child smiles. Something in Lamb loosens. He notices his recorder still rolling. He clicks it off, then back on deliberately.
This is Lamb, the voice of the Milky Way reporting.
The act of bearing witness is a powerful acknowledgement of the experiences and moments that shape our understanding of the world around us. Portia catches the subtle shift in Lamb's demeanor and conceals a knowing smile as they navigate through the inner courtyard of Atlantis. Here, amidst a tranquil garden adorned with luminescent herbs, the Mothers Against Wars engage in the harmonious task of harvesting, their actions accompanied by the soothing melody of gentle laughter, a stark contrast to the clamor of conflict and discord.
You look disappointed.
It's quiet.
Quiet isn't empty. It's room.
Lamb watches Portia teach children to trace constellations in wet sand.
This is promise. It reminds us to remember.
The kids press palms to hearts.
What do you remember?
A world before men worshipped their reflections.
Their eyes meet a beat longer than expected. It is evening at the Sanctum of Tides. Circular chamber, shallow pool, star dome overhead, floating lamps. Potnia kneels. Portia kneels. Ariel, Rhea kneel. Lamb stands rigid, then steps into the water.
Pride drowns. Confession floats.
If everything I believed was wrong.
An echo of a question lingers in the Sanctum of Tides, whispering through the tranquil waters as Lamb grapples with the weight of his own identity and purpose.
Wanted. Allowing oneself to be discovered requires a vulnerability that can stir emotions and evoke a sense of profound introspection.
As Lamb fights back the warmth that threatens to spill from his eyes.
Sleep. Tomorrow, we unveil the secrets of where your overseers conceal their deities.
Portia's enigmatic promise echoes through the quiet birth of the vessel, casting a veil of anticipation over Lamb's contemplative repose. Lamb reclines in a cocoon-like alcove, bathed in the gentle glow of bioluminescent veins that pulse rhythmically around him. Intrigued, he examines his gloved hand before peeling away the protective covering, revealing skin that shimmers like polished glass. Mesmerized by the ethereal quality of his own being, Lamb spreads his fingers in wonder, the distant sound of children's laughter serving as a poignant backdrop to his introspection.
What am I?
He closes his eyes. It's dawn, in a high-atmosphere orbit. The ship ascends. Earth rotates below, a pearl of frost. Sun ignites the edge of the world. As the dawn set fire to Eden's grave, a boy trained to carry a sword learned the weight of a basin. The ship banks. Through the cloud, Venus glows. No hellfire, a living ember. He did not know it yet, but a new heaven and a new earth waited for his hands and his heart. Meanwhile, back in the war room of the orbital station, there is a sanctified pit of smoke and chrome. President Warren Nation stands before camera banks, Bible in one hand, cigar in the other. Televangelist charisma over a predator's patience. Around him, the 10 rulers. We catch General Sable Rourke, iron militarist, jaw of granite. Mara Kestrel, severe, the grief buried deep. Kai Draven, haunted eyes, faith buried under fear.
Brothers, sisters, stand firm. Do not bow to the whispers of false love. We are the tip of Geshen make us weak. We will not let mercy unmake our dominion.
Polite, fearful applause. Warren leans to a private aide, discreet, efficient.
Find the boy, bring him home, or make sure he is never found.
This episode was adapted from screenplay to podcast using Playwright, the AI-powered storyteller's studio. Write once, publish everywhere. As Mike Disa puts it,
For very little time, a writer can step into Playwright, answer a few questions, and walk away with a professional, recorded podcast ready for Spotify.
thanks for listening to The Genes of Wrath, Redemption, Episode 1. Frozen Eden podcast drama, sponsored by Playwright, where every hero can tell their story, where you can write, direct, and produce your own podcast. Stay tuned for next week's episode, Episode 2.